And welcome back to Squirrel TV. I'm your host, Squirrel. We're on episode 3. That is 1, 2, cuatro, uno, dos, tres. Trace. It's Trace. It's Spanish like my fourth language. I'm not really sure. But thank you again for joining us on Squirrel TV. And thank you for Public Domain with their wonderful music here. Guys, just put it down a little bit when they need to talk a little bit. Thank you. Again, this is on Squirrel TV. Now, I want to thank everyone from listening and sharing on the page, and we have plenty of comments coming up. But I do want to clarify something just real quick. If some of you ever notice, if you try to punch in Squirrel TV on the World Wide Web, you may not get this guy. See, because as the good book says, there's nothing new under the sun. So there is squirrels, there is Squirrel TVs, there's even Squirrel 1020s, but that's not getting this guy right here. So if you are looking forward this guy right here, what you want to go look up for is on Facebook, Squirrel TV 1020. That's Squirrel TV 1020. Also on the Twitter, because what we did was we found out the expert on the final authority on names and so forth, which would be, of course, Twitter. There you go. Thank you, man. And they said Squirrel 1020, Squirrel TV 1020. So that's what we want to look for on Facebook and on Twitter. And also, if you are so inclined, we do actually have a real email that is squirrel-tv@outlook.com. So that's right there. Again, thank you so much. So I just want to clarify, if you do Squirrel TV, that's not me. It's people looking at people playing video games and looking at video games, and I don't know. So, but again, we have a jam-packed show today. And also what I want to do is talk about our sponsors real quick, and then we get to our listener messages and questions and so forth. We love having these questions. And again, but first we want to talk about our sponsor. Once again, as always, let me turn that. Bernard's Dehydrated Water. Remember, for all your dry mop and floor needs, dry sinks, dry shampoos, and even a little dry martini, just empty contents of 1 can into 1 gallon of water, stir it till dissolved, chill and serve. And as always, you can find this fine product at your local Woolworth, KB Toys, Sam Goody, Blockbuster, and Circuit City. And when you get there, tell them Squirrel sent you. I bet that'll be hilarious. And as always, coming up in the fall, the soon-to-be blockbuster sensation. We do have the Corky and Bob Get a Job movie, co-starring, guest starring, yours truly. And you can check them out at Corky and Bob's Bookface page. Corky and Bob's Bookface page. They're trying to be funny with that. I don't know. But that's Corky and Bob's Bookface page. And thank you again for Public Domain. A little background music in our commercials. They wanted to have a little bit more playing there. So we thought, okay, we can do that. We can play that. Now, what we do have here, really important, is some of our questions and comments. So I just want to get right to it. Okay, hold on, not yet. Okay. First of all, I want to say a shout out. We have a Jimmy from New York saying Squirrel TV is nuts. Yeah, I see what you did there, Squirrel TV. Now, just a little squirrel rant for a moment. A little geography lesson for you from me. You know, you might think someone as pretty as me and talks like me. I got the blue shirt on today. See, again, we're changing shirts. I might even change the vest, but do not worry. This moneymaker will not change. Unfortunately, yeah, but this is the same, but the shirt and clothes could change. I do occasionally change clothes. But I want to talk about New York. See, Jimmy from New York is not that Jimmy, the producer of Jimmy and Squirrel Show, or the different Jimmy, but people might think it's New York City and then a big forest called upstate New York. Not true. It's not true. I'm going to let you know. I'm going to educate you here for a moment. See, what it is, it's New York City, and then there's a New York State, but there's an area here. This Jimmy, he's from central New York, not just upstate New York, because in this area, sort of like in the Mohawk Valley, around Cooperstown, there it's a central New York. So I got you there. I got you. See, you gotta know where your constituents live. You can't just be thinking everything is this and that. You got to get to know the people. See, now, wonderful people. Beautiful ladies, inside and out. You know what I'm talking about. Woo, beautiful. One thing, though. 9 months of winter. I spent many 9 months of winter up there for many years, in the late 20th century. And snow in October all the way to April. That's not good. That's a lot of snow. See, October is supposed to be for the color of the leaves changing, little deer hunting, and all the cool birthdays are from people in October. I see you, yeah, you. I was talking about you and you and you and you. And it's supposed to be that, not shoveling snow. And April, I can understand December and January and February and March is supposed to be spring, but you're not supposed to shovel snow in April. Now, I have a little horror story to tell you. But there was one year on Mother's Day. Second Sunday in May, it's Mother's Day. What's that you say? Second Sunday in May, it's Mother's Day. If you didn't know, second Sunday in May is Mother's Day. Remember that for next year. There was one Sunday, Mother's Day, trace of snow, central New York. Snow in May. That's not good. That's not good. So just want to shout out there. But again, we're already reaching great Empire State of New York. Thank you, Jimmy. We also have a hello from a Brian in Pennsylvania. And he is saying he is sharing Squirrel TV with his 4,000 plus Facebook friends. Thank you, Brian. Know Brian for a long time. A little ho ho ho. That's an inside joke right there. A little Santa Claus connection there. Again, though, I do appreciate so far as episode trace, we do have 28 likes. So, I mean, we're getting up there, 10 to show. But, 4,000 people. We can get a little more likes. I need 4,000. I don't know if that's good or bad. But if you do like the show, please share it. Feel free. But thank you there, Brian. But we do want to get to the main topic here. We have the big question that was shared on our Facebook page. That's from Mark, an unruly kind of fella from Pennsylvania. And his question is, okay, Squirrel, duct tape or Gorilla Tape? Now that is a fantastic question. And I'm here to tell you the answer to that. And again, real quick, I did a little bit of research, but the key is with Gorilla Tape or duct tape is what exactly are you trying to wrap around? A duck or a gorilla? Now, that's key because there's a difference. So I'm going to give you yes, Jimmy, hold on. I want to give you a little facts here. We got a little research here on our team. Again, now some things about ducks. Did you know a group of ducks is called a raft? I did not know that. It's been a raft. Well said. No, I'm sorry. And again, they're omnivores. Ducks are, so which means they prefer their food shipped from Atlanta. Now that's funny. If you know why that's funny, let me know. But that was funny. Omnivores, Atlanta. It's funny. And again, most ducks actually do not make the quack. Yes, Jimmy. Again, the quack quack sound. I mean, they make other sounds, but they don't actually say quack. But I'm the one to tell you that. And again, now here's the important thing about if you want to tape your duck is they're about 1.5 to 3.5 pounds, about 2 feet tall. Yes, Jimmy, hold on. That's my producer. He's in my ear. He's freaking out. I don't understand. They're about 2 feet tall. So again, they got their waterproof feathers. So when you're trying to tape them, you don't want to go around the necks because it's too thin, and they're fast little suckers. And when they're flying in the air, you can't get them up there. So you want to have that special tape. Now for gorillas, just a little bit of information. They got Eastern and Western gorilla. Yes, Jimmy, hold on. Eastern Western gorillas, and the world's largest primates. It's not squirrels, it's gorillas, and they're herbivores, so they like little spices and so forth, and about 5 feet tall, and they average about 350 pounds. Yes, Jimmy. Oh, sorry. Yes, duct tape and gorilla tape. Duct tape. What was that? Never mind. Apparently, it did not mean duck. It was duck. So that's not actually what it meant there. So I guess then Gorilla Tape is a 3-layer construction, weather-resistant outer shell, reinforced fabric backing. Popular science says it's better for the surround and grip uneven surfaces. So Gorilla Tape is stronger than duck tape. Well, thanks for the question, Mark. Question mark. I still got it. Back in the saddle again. I should just quit while I'm ahead. Okay. Well, thank you for that question, Mark. And this is going to be near the end of our this episode here. But I do want to say for next episode, a little teaser for for Squirrel TV 1020. Again, that's Squirrel TV 1020. Oh, that little earthquake there. We are going to talk about the question that has been dividing the nation. Yes, the question that's been dividing the nation. We're going to answer a question from Little Timmy down in Jacksonville, Florida. And that question is, what is the correct way to dunk an Oreo cookie? Hard-hitting facts here. Woo! Get your milk and cookies ready because we are going to dive into this topic, and Squirrel's going to give you the straight truth. If you have any suggestions on how you think the real way to dunk an Oreo cookie, you suggest them, you send them in, and I'll tell you the right way. And make sure you have your milk and your cookies ready. And next time on Squirrel TV, we will talk about the dunking of the Oreos. Make sure we have that correct information. And again, as always, thank you so much for watching. And this is Squirrel over and